Hello, beautiful people. How are we today? We're bad at it. We're back at it. We're with incredibly warm weather today, actually. And I'm sweating my ass off because the sun is literally shining right back into my back, and I'm struggling a little bit. But we're back at this again. We're back live. Hello, hello. We're gathered today, as we do every single time, with price to find algorithmic price delivery, to look for insights in that, to stay for a few hours here together with me, Ignas from Daily Pips. And I hope you guys are excited, and I hope you guys are having a very beautiful Friday. This start of this stream is going to be a bit different because I'm coming unprepared. I'm coming unprepared in terms of I didn't do my charts. See? There's no Asian range noted. There's nothing from the day itself noted. So I'm coming with a clean slate. So if you haven't done yours, please feel free and join me in doing the markups for the chart, so that I'm going to use the upcoming few hours today with you. So we have 10 minutes till markets open up. I'm going to try to rush through it with you. Hello, Ritis, right? I'm learning names, huh? Was that good? Hello, Ritis. Hello, Gus. Hello, Tiger. Master Ignas, tell us what will happen in the market. I'll tell you in 41 minutes, 30 seconds, okay? When 10 a.m. comes. Why? Because we're looking at 10 a.m. news. Up until news hit the market, I'm not touching it, okay? So, looking at dollar index, we inverted the daily chart. We kind of took a lot of buy side as well with that inversion, and we're pushing the market to the downside now. And I'm kind of wishing that the market will find a little bit of support. And I'm kind of hoping for the market to find a little bit of support here. So, what does it mean for indices? What does it mean for us? It means that we're going to be looking for higher prices in dollar and possibly lower prices on indices. Isn't that true? Isn't that nice? When do we commit to that? We commit once the break of structure happens, right? A lot of sell stops been taken. I don't need this to be taken because we have sell side being taken with this swing low already, right? This can remain. Swing low. Let's take a look at the OTE itself. Where are we trading at? 70% level. This is perfect. What I want to see? I want to see either a YouTube 2022 or an inversion panning out. So what I'm noting now is this. 15 minutes for value gap. We're going to see if we're going to invert it or not. So I'm going to constantly be going like back and forth to this, okay? Have it on this side of the setup, let's say, okay? Dollar, all clear, all nice. Let's see, what do we have next? Euro. I like this double bottom. I really, really do. Can we work with it? I don't know. I'm looking at this in a very similar manner like I looked at it on dollar. So let's see if we can invert this and break the structure below it, okay? That's my only interest. GU. GU, I wanted only higher, so I'm gonna stick to that. Double bottom taken. I love when bottoms are getting taken like this, like immediate bam, nobody can get in. I like this. 15 minutes. A little bit nasty. This is an inversion to the upside on paper. On paper, the price can move a little bit higher from where it is right now. Hello, Edgars. How are you? What is good? So, what I'm doing right now, I'm pressing a button and GU. 10 pips stop loss, 10 pips take profit. Very, very simple. Can it go lower from this? Yes, with ease. Do I want to see a little bit higher prices? I would love that. Now, why? Why? Make a guess. Why? Because we have a breaker block here. High, low, higher, high. Last down close candle is a breaker block. Look where it is. We're gonna have some fun today. I already said that this is gonna be a little bit of a different stream because I'm doing some analysis. We're gonna see how we react to this breaker. Read this. I talked with you about breakers yesterday. Breakers is what I'm best at, right? So we're gonna see how we react there. Maybe we're gonna find a short entry. Maybe we're gonna break it to the upside. We'll see. But small trade on Geo for me. Already running in a profit, which is awesome. And we're gonna come back to it a bit later today. Okay. And let me do the prep work now for indices. The fun part, right? The part for which you all gather here for. Day in, day out, isn't it? Isn't that true? We should actually try to stream some other things, not only indices. There's other markets I can trade as well. So we could try to have a little bit more fun than what we're doing currently, but it's okay. So what do we have going on here? On daily, just real quick, how's the noise? How's the audio? How's the video? I think we're good, right? I didn't check into that. But making that checkup, don't forget to leave a like to this video, subscribe to the channel. I always incredibly, highly, massively, from the bottom of my heart, with all my spirit, appreciate it. So I'm just opening this up. This is good. Yeah, we're good. Daily chart, we find a little bit of support here on daily, and what I don't like too much is that we're not trading in sync too much. ES is already breaking the structure with a possible fair value gap that we're gonna look to enter on Monday if that remains open. And Q hasn't broken the structure yet below the swing low, right? Put it to your notes. 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, I have a YouTube 2022 on paper. I think I texted about this on Discord today as well. Not as precise as I'd like it to see, let's say, but I like it. So what I'm noting in terms of that, I'm noting a possible 4-hour fair value gap right here, and I'm gonna do exactly the same in terms of a breaker block on ES. Breaker block on NQ is this down close candle, high, low, higher, high, lower, low. So everything below this is bearish. What does it mean for us? It means opportunities. It means possibilities, endless possibilities, doesn't it? Huh? So hourly chart, previous day low is right here. I'm gonna push it till 12. On NQ, previous day high up there. I'm not interested in the price. I'm not interested in price going any higher than this. If we're gonna be looking for a short, I'm not. I want the price to find a little bit of resistance here. Let's see. What do we have on ES? Previous day low right here, isn't it? Unexpected, huh? Previous day low. For value gap that we want the price to book in. I'm gonna move this a bit lower. All right. So let's see if we can work our way through this. 15 minutes. Last line of defense is 1:30 p.m. from yesterday. So I'm gonna note that. I'm not too keen closing any higher than this. What do we have on ES? We have same fair value gap of 1:30 p.m. yesterday. Okay. So I'm noting that as well. I hope you find this interesting, right? I haven't done this for you guys in a while. Just prepping the chart, doing the prep work, doing all the boring stuff, right? I usually do it off screen, but today we went for a small ride. We went to a few shops together with Goda, so I'm doing the prep work right in front of you. What else am I interested to note? I'm interested to note the new day opening gap. Am I not? Right? New day opening gap on ES. Where is it? So 6 o'clock opened much lower than it closed. Right? So have this. Let's put a note on that. And what about NQ? NQ, let's see. 6 o'clock, right here. Where did we close? We opened much lower than we closed. Again, to your notes. Right? Doing a lot of note taking today. So we have those 15-minute fair value gaps, which is cool. 5 minutes. Now let's start looking for liquidity pools. Triple bottom taken with this swing low. Note that. This has to go on your notes. That didn't happen on NQ though. You see? The side is residing on NQ. Relative equal lows. So we have an SMT as well where NQ didn't take out any sell side before moving higher. Right? You should be taking a lot of notes today. Your notebook should be halfway full now. Marketing is opening up. Markets are opening up in a bit as well. So what is the last structure we see? We see this 5 minute fair value gap. Don't we? Of course we do. We see this and we see the same on ES as well. What happens if we trade below it? We literally invert it. What do we do then? We look for lower prices. Was that difficult? Nope. So we're good here. Let's see. 1 minute chart. I think we're ready to go. Let's just take a look around on 1 minute chart. Am I missing something? Something that would like scream, hey, I'm gonna deliver this for you. Probably not. So what I'm doing right now, I'm waiting for 10 a.m. Why? Because 10 a.m. has some news releasing, doesn't it? Right? So I'm literally just gonna wait. And when I do that, stay hydrated. SMT's at the bottom again. Know that. Yeah. NQ pushing lower lows. Sorry for that. Oh yeah. NQ pushing lower lows while ES is just unstoppably going higher. Like there's no tomorrow. Wait. Put it to your notes. What do I have then? Not much. Not much. How's our dollar index looking? Dollar index not finding a bottom? Not yet. You pushing higher, Jew? How lovely is that? So, I'm just gonna... Oh, I missed my take profit by an inch. I close it manually. Ay, because I'm afraid this will break. Ay, too bad. I missed my take profit by Where did I enter? Ay, too bad. We entered at 1.27213. 100 pips. Ay. I closed it though manually. And it was 100 pip stop loss as well. Too bad. It's fine though. Good trade for forex account. You know me. The guys who've been here for a while now know that forex at the moment is nothing I would ever recommend trading or trying to do anything reasonable with it, right? But not only I have clients that I trade for, which are still interested in my forex executions. Not only that, I also have some funded accounts with Finitive that are forex only. So I kind of am squeezed into trading forex. However boring it is currently, however bad the delivery is right now. So I'm interested in a push to the upside. I'm waiting for that. Why? Because we have that massive breaker block. We have that 15 minutes breaker block. I don't know if you saw, but we have a breaker block in Q as well, with a high, with a low, with a higher high, lower low. This is a breaker. These down close red candles, breaker block. So a lot of stuff is aligning. A lot. But what do I always say? Those who wait have the best possibilities. Yes. Just if you can trust me on something, just trust me on that. If you wait, you're gonna get the best executions, the best possible trades, okay? So I'm just checking if every account got the PP trade. It looks like it did. I'm also watching this now very, very carefully. We're bottoming out at that 1 hour for value gap, right? So what do we want next? I literally said it. I don't even have to put it in writing. I said it out loud for you guys. So I'm waiting for this. As soon as this happens and this 15 minutes gets inverted, I'm happy to go short on indices. Patience is what I'm learning here daily. That's amazing, man. That's very, very good. In real life, I'm a very impatient actually guy. I'm not good with patience, but yeah, when it comes to trading, it's a little bit of a different story. It's interesting. GU. What's interesting about GU is that there's a possibility to enter a trade again on GU. Why? Because we inverted this 1 minute for value gap. Not only we've done that, we have an SMT at the highs. You saw how EU just went lower, 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 and in Q, GU, this is GU. GU offered the higher highs. Have SMTs at the highs because of that. That makes me very, very interested in what price is gonna deliver next. So a short here is a very good possibility. And coming back into what we do here, I'm not gonna touch this. I'm not, but inversion. Watch this. Watch this. Okay? I'm not touching it though. I'm not. I'm interested in a short, so I'm not touching this. But no, we have 5 minutes support, and we have this being inverted. I said support though. Oh, Ignas, you said support. Didn't say resistance. I'm fooling around. But watch this. This might push the price to the upside. What if it doesn't? I'm happy with it. This being a top is cool. And this is exactly why I'm not touching this and I'm not entering a trade. Because I want it to top. So I can't be buying into this just with my eyes closed. I want this to top at some point. So we can offer lower prices. Yeah? I hope it sounds reasonable. I kind of second guessed myself when I said it out loud, but I hope it sounds reasonable for you guys, okay? How's that geo trade looking? We want, so now we want to see dollar pushing. Go, 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 we say, right? Come on, we say. EU, GU. GU has to top out here. Like, this is awesome. We not only have an inversion, we have a break of structure. We have YouTube 2022, Ritis. Ritis, you said you like YouTube 2022. YouTube 2022 is panning out here as well. There's two different models you can use for entry. You can use SMT into an inversion. You can also use a simple YouTube 2022 with buy side being taken, topping out, not in a random level, topping out at the higher time frame breaker block, and swing low taken, meaning break of structure down here. YouTube 2022. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Huh. And coming back into indices. We still have 20 minutes to go. We're still waiting. We're still just letting the market do its work because I'm not going to touch it knowing the fact that 10 a.m. news are coming. I don't care what kind of news. I don't care what it will say. I don't even care who's whatever happens at 10 a.m. The fact is that there's news. It can run the market. It can just poof and do nothing. Whatever happens, I'm not willing to allow myself to be in a position where I don't know what is going to happen when I'm in a trade, right? Will it influence forex? Forex is not usually getting influenced by stuff like that, so I don't really care. And it was just a very, very high probability entry that I had to take, so. And I think this morning I said as well that I've been very much forgetting that forex account. Not forgetting. It's hard to find setups lately. I wasn't forgetting it. It's literally very, very hard to find good setups. So, yep. It was forgotten because of that. Nobody forgot that account on purpose. How are you following me on Reddit though? I'm having, let's say, a little bit of, which isn't too little. I'm just killing it out there. I don't know why it feels so good to be out there, but I feel like it's a place where you can get to people very quickly and you can resonate with them very quickly as well. Like that immediate gratification that you get from just people seeing value in what you say and what you tell them and stuff like that. It's interesting. Like today I posted about what is the, we all trade for a reason. What's yours? That's the question I asked, right? I have 2 followers. Like nobody should be interested in what I say, right? I have 16 comments. People saying freedom. People saying protein powder is expensive. That's a good one. People saying so I won't need to deal with people. Like it's long, short answers. Family, boredom, money, motherfuckers, and then whatever ends, but there's a one that I had to Google which says punani. I didn't know what that word means, but now I know, and I can't say it for you guys. So, yeah, interesting. I like what's happening. I like the fact that I have 2 followers, and I'm able to reach 16 people, which is posting something that is relevant and that is something that people are interested in. It's cool. I like that. On the other hand, for example, I'm doing exactly the same on LinkedIn, right? On LinkedIn, I have 3.5K contacts, followers, whatever you call it. Nobody is interested in what I'm saying out there. Like, I don't know. So yeah, Reddit is my Trojan horse now, where I'm having a lot of fun. So, see what is happening? Like, just, you don't want to be in any of this. Like, you're not interested in any of this. And what I'm interested now is I'm interested in kind of closing my GBP position, possibly keyword 5-minute G dollar index is getting inverted. You see, there's an inversion here. But I want to see some indication that the price is going to listen to that. Meaning I need this 5-minute to get inverted. Don't I? I do. 20 seconds. So let's stay on Geo for 20 seconds, okay? 10 people watching. Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for passing by. I'm happy to have you on board. But yeah, this not holding in the price will make me kind of say, okay, I'm not gonna be interested in GU that much anymore. Drop a like, yes, Tiger, drop a like. Did you drop a like, Tiger? Huh? Yeah. Jokes aside, dollar index is getting that inversion, right? So take a look here. It's very small, it's very little, but it is an inversion. Downside taken. We have SMTs with other pairs. Poof, move to the upside. Like if you would be trading dollar, this is your entry towards that 15 minutes for value gap, right? On paper, you would be doing this. It won't be long until 10K watching, man. So I started. Oh, when did I start? I started on 29th of January. I kind of, let's say I started February 1st. Kind of sitting down, opening my laptop, not having a microphone, nothing, just opening the charts, going live on YouTube and just talking about what I see in them. And it felt weird. I was talking to myself for a long time, let's say. Now it's incredibly different because I feel like I'm talking to you guys. Which is it's interesting. It's interesting and it's weird at the same time because I'm not sure if I still grasp the fact that people are watching what I'm doing, which is just for me trading is as boring as it can be. Like there's nothing exciting about this. Me sitting in front of a chart, drawing boxes and then random letters on top of those boxes, and sometimes drawing something with like I would be drawing in paint or I don't know. Like I don't find anything exciting about trading, right? So you being here means that you kind of are just as weird as I am, because you find this, like this, what is in front of me, interesting, and this is weird, cool, and awesome, and incredibly, I don't know, it's interesting. But I'm very, very happy you guys are passing by. Like that, it means me a lot. I kind of gave myself till Easter to figure out, okay, the first goal was, okay, let's start going live as much as I can. Not daily, because daily was just too hectic because of all the traveling I did earlier into the year. But I tried to go live as much as I can. People starting showing up. Some of my friends are here, like Edgaras and so on, right? That are learning from me. So they started to show up daily, kind of believing in myself. And then random people started to show up, which for me was like, first, how do you even stumble upon something like this? Second was, oh my God, somebody finds this interesting. So I was like, goal number one passed. Goal number one just was to trade in front of people and still be profitable, which is, until you do it, you won't realize how hard that is. Like, you can't imagine how incredibly hard it is to trade and do what I do in front of you guys. There's no space for failure. There's no space for stupidity. There's no space for gambling. There's no space for anything. Like, there's only space for good executions, let's say. There's only space for proper trading. Like, you can't believe how much I have to limit myself not to fool around or anything like that, right? And I'm getting into a big rant now. Sorry for that, but we're waiting for 10 a.m. news to hit. So what else can we do? And yeah, so first goal was passed. I was still able to trade with a lot of difficulties, but still was able to trade in front of you guys, in front of people. Second goal was like, okay, so let's actually try this. Let's actually set it up. There's a company open now. Which is what? There's a Discord community going on. There's a team involved in this. You can't believe there's people behind this, doing this together with me, which is insane. Like, I would have never believed in something like this even being possible a year ago. And now it's like, whoop. People are showing up. People are interested. People are interested in what I have to say, which feels awesome. Like, it's great. Because let's say I believe I have something to share, and I'm able to share it in a certain way. Sometimes it's rude. Maybe sometimes it's quite boring because for me it's hard to get straight to the point. But sometimes it's just very valuable, I guess. I hope, which probably is, because you wouldn't be showing up otherwise, you know. But yeah, so I don't even know why we got to this. 10 people watching. Getting to 10k soon. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. If we keep on grinding, if we keep on showing up, we're gonna get there. But you hear me saying this already? I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about it as us already. Because we are a community. We are showing up every day, and we're here to support each other. Just like you support me, I'm trying to give back for you guys, and I also feel like you try to give to each other as well, which just feels great. So thank you for being here. Stay hydrated. It's so warm in here. Wow. My glasses are falling off because I'm sweating my nose off. Okay. So macro is hitting the market. Let's see. What do you usually want to see the macro doing? Macro is relax and be yourself. We are all humans. What you provide here is priceless. So I'm happy to be here. Thanks, man. I appreciate you saying that. This is awesome to know, man. Thank you. You need to get it on a t-shirt. Trade smart and stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Be patient, stay smart, and be hydrated. Let's do that. Patience. Be smart. Stay hydrated. Here we go. We got a slogan. Thank you. Yeah, thanks guys. And for the guys who really know me, because there are people in here who really know me, you know that I'm myself out here. Like I'm just doing the thing I do day in, day out, you know? And I like what is happening. I like how weird this push to the upside looks like. Why I say weird, right? Every time when you can draw zones, look what I just did. I draw on the zone, whatever this called. I don't know, something. Whenever you can do that, that's when I call the market is weird, because this stuff is not gonna be in there. So what I'm watching now, possible break of structure, possible break of structure. What if we break the structure with a fair value gap, huh? People say this is whatever, triangle, triangle breakaway. No, it's not. It's a 5-minute fair value gap that is supporting the price and now is failing. If it fails, we're gonna go short. Now, what makes this very incredibly interesting? We might have to go short during the news. Let that sink, what I just said. Let that sink, okay? Well, let's take a partial off from the GBP position, okay? So let that sink, what I just said. Possibly going short during the news. What? And I'm taking the partial, not because some liquidity pool got taken or anything like that on GU. I'm taking a partial because I don't want to be holding a trade during the news. I'm not interested in that. Okay? So now this makes it difficult. On paper, this is a short. I can't take this though. Feels so bad. But I'm keeping my hands up here and I'm not touching a button. I'm not taking this. Because 4 minutes from now, news are hitting the market like I can't. On pay, but. I talk about journaling. Ritis, I told you, second most important thing that you have to do is journal, right? So do that. 5 minutes before the news, hypothesis. 5 minutes before the news hit the market, 5 minute fair value gap gets inverted. Do I take a short here? Hypothesis. Note that. Take a look. Put it to your journal. Log 15, 30, 100 trades like this. You're gonna know what the market is doing in a situation like this. If you after a month come back to me saying, listen, Ignas, 60% of the time when this happens, 5 minutes before news market inverts something and we go short, 60% of the time this works. I say, cool, I'm gonna enter this. Why? Because 60% of the time is a stat. If you say 20% of the time this works, I say, cool, I go long. Because 80% of the time market goes higher then. You understand the power of journaling? Yeah, I need a walkthrough on how to do it in the most efficient way. Journal. Have we real? Who knows? Oh, this will sound weird. I'm going into YouTube. Have we, Daily Pips, released a video about journaling already? I think we did. How to journal trades the right way. Share. Copy. Going into Discord now, if you want to join me. How to journal ran from a stream. Start there. I just sent, yeah, I just sent it in Discord. So start there. It's gonna be a rant from a stream, so it's not a proper video. It's just something that I talked about during a live stream, right? So don't take it for granted, but start there. And I'm thinking out loud now. What? How to journal in the most efficient way? Best, most efficient way of journaling. So I hate saying this, but it depends. It depends on you. It very much depends on what are you struggling with. Example, if you're struggling not holding take profits till the end, right? If you're just taking, if you feel like you're taking off positions too quickly, you journal about that. You journal how many times when you took a position away from the market, it went to your target. First thing that you have to focus on, and the most important thing, that you collect data of 100 trades. Now you know. Maybe that decision to take partials off and get away from the trade is even better for you statistically. But you have to know. Like, I always say this, like, you don't run a business making guesses that often. Yeah, you can sometimes make decisions from the bottom of your heart, gut feeling, just sometimes pressure, right? But you don't run business like that. You can make decisions here and there, but you don't run a business. Trading is a business. It's a very personal business. Yes, it is. But it is a business. So you have to run it knowing the facts. Example, I know for certain that my entries don't work in a situation like this. Why? Because I would have gotten short here. I've been burned too many times to go short 5 minutes before the news. Why? Because I know that the stat is there, saying that it might not pan out. Right? Why do I know that? Because I just have everything written down in Excel sheet. For me, trading is a very, I think that, so I don't want to generalize here, but I think a lot of people come into trading saying, okay, I've learned this, I know ICT, maybe I know something else, whatever, I'm starting to train, I'm losing, winning, whatever. But for a lot of people, trading is that game that you spend in front of the chart. I only spend about 2 hours per day in front of the charts. So I need about half an hour to prepare, and I need an hour and a half to stream for you guys. So in total, I spend about an hour and a half trading, right, in front of the chart, like live chart. Although I spend about 2 hours every day making notes, writing stuff down, writing every execution I took, writing down every thought I had about what is happening in front of me. See where I'm getting at? Yes, I only trade for an hour and a half, 2 hours a day, but I'm spending shitloads of hours just logging that information, having data that I can come back to and then make business decisions on. This was a business decision. I know that going short here is too risky for my business, so I don't. Hope you can relate. Yeah. What do we have? We have nothing, so. Oh, Geo got killed, just like everything else is going up to the upside, going higher, right? Geo got killed, so good profit today. 1% done on forex. We're happy with it. It's cool. Patience, be smart, stay hydrated. Hydrated. I'll walk through how to do it most efficient. I'm still thinking. I would start just with general logging. Log your entries, log how much time it took for a stop loss to hit, log how much time it took for a take profit to hit. Think about time a lot. A lot of what we do is time-based, not value-based, not price-based, not feeling-based, time-based. Log as much things about time, about the trades you take, okay? What I for certain would log as well is emotions. Emotions before you took a trade, emotions after you took a trade, like during it, emotions after you took a partial or closed the position fully. As a joke, I told you yesterday, log in your trading journal whether your kids are home or not. It's weird to say that, but log that. Log if what time you woke up today, if you had a good night of sleep. Maybe you realize that every time you sleep for less than 6 hours, you lose. That's it. You probably, if you find something like this, sounds very random, but if you figure out that statistically, when you sleep for less than 6 hours during the night, and you come to the charts, and you, on average, lose, you can become profitable just knowing that fact. Because you literally don't trade when you sleep less than 6 hours, meaning you avoid your losing days, meaning you can be profitable just by knowing such information. Interesting, huh? Should be interesting. Yeah. I'm just going through the other markets. I quickly went through it, checked in if the trades I took are all good, if everybody got them, and so on and so forth. So it looks fine. Now, coming back into this beauty, which is yes and NQ E-mini futures contract, and I see a message. So all I meant is using the actual software, but I'm sure there's a plenty of, but yes, and changing. Ah, I see. Software. I tried a lot. There's paid, there's free, there's cheap, there's expensive, there's good, there's bad. Two things. I don't want to push you towards anything, but there's a thing called TradeZella. Paid. Is it worth paying for it? If you really use it, it's worth paying for it. Check that out. There's a thing called Day One. Paid. Trading journal. Like literal. That's what they do. Paid. Generic journal. Why I like Day One? I like Day One because it's an app that you can access everywhere. Your computer, your laptop, your phone, and yada yada. what I love it the most, because I'm gonna show it as well. I have it on my screen, and right here there's two things that it does. For example, it shows me right now what I logged on 24th of May last year, which is just awesome. I always kind of take a laugh at it, how bad my trading used to be. So yeah, so day one is very good for coming back to things, checking back into what you did so far and so on, right? Paid though, I don't know. Excel. Every single trade I ever took since 2020, whatever, is in an Excel sheet. There's nothing better than that. Nothing. Why? Not only you can customize it, not only you can play around with it, you can also use it to show your work to other people. Trizella, nobody's gonna read it. Day one, nobody's gonna read your journal that is yours, that is private. Excel sheet. You can literally just send that Excel sheet and I can analyze it. I can use ChatGPT and so on just to analyze your data. Paper journal. Paper journal is cool, but a paper journal I wouldn't recommend. Why? Because paper journal, it's very, very hard to come back to it. You want a journal that you can always refer to. Press Control F, for example, and find something, right, that you logged. Control F, breaker block. Bam, you see 15 positions you took with breaker blocks, you know? You need, your journaling should be efficient in terms of using an app or using a software or something. Your journal should be dedicated to searchability. If you're able to quickly find information in your journal, it's great. Now, example. You see now, 4-hour breaker block, 1 hour breaker block, 15 minutes breaker block, yada yada, Friday, a lot of keywords. I just Control F, Control F, Control F, and while this is happening, in 3 minutes I can figure out whether this trade is worth it or not. That's the power of journaling, knowing stuff. You can literally Control F 3 times, and you can see data which says, should you go short here or not. Put that to your notes. Let's see. 5 minutes. Five minutes here as well. I'm very happy I didn't take the short. Why? Because I don't trust an inversion 5 minutes before the news. I just don't. Right? Let's see where we go next now. I'm still waiting for a short. I would be very happy to take it. It should stop me from thinking silly trades, as I will need to log those too. Exactly. You're gonna feel stupid logging stupid trades. You're literally gonna feel that. It's a good feeling to feel. A very good feeling to feel. Ahoy, Augustus. Hi. How are you? Yeah, Notion is a good tool. Why I don't... There's a certain thing that I don't like about Notion. I don't like the fact that you can't access Notion when you're offline. Example. A very good place to take a look at your journal and just to read what you've been through and so on is an aircraft. When you're traveling, you can't access Notion in an aircraft, in an airplane. Excel sheet, you can do whatever, whenever you want to with it. Notion is nice, Notion is beautiful and stuff, but Notion is not effective. Okay? So, I'm happy with this SMT. I would love it to remain. Meaning, I don't want ES going any higher than buy-side liquidity resting above here. That happens, we have a model, which is called SMT into inversion. What does it mean? When we know the direction that we want to execute in, which is we're looking for a short. I'm waiting for a short for an hour now. Patience, right here. Waiting for a short for an hour. SMT, which you see, higher highs on NQ, lower highs on ES. That's a discrepancy. That's a place where the market shows, okay, I'm not in SIG, but I'm gonna do something. A signal to you. When that happens, and when there's a fair value gap that is supposed to, in this point, support the price going higher, and when it fails and the market closes below it, right here, we go short immediately. That's a model. That's something that I've executed thousands of times. That is something that I know statistically works. This in particular works about 75% of the time. 75% of the time. We don't need anything else in your life, just that. Well, to get that execution, we have to do a little bit of wait. Waiting. Right? The first opening, kind of the AM session for value. On paper, this is a silver bullet short. Why? Price is bearish, buy side is taken. First opening, you take it. Literally, that's silver bullet. First for value gap that opens up after 10. You take it. I don't trade. Not because I don't like them, not because they don't work, because I don't trade them, because I've never tested them. I don't know myself if they work. I know it works for other people. I know it works for ICT. I don't know if it works myself, meaning I can't touch them. We have an inversion now. Not gonna touch it neither, but this should send the market buy side. Liquidity pool resting above. 3 handles. Why I'm not taking it? Because it's only 3 handles. On ES, I want to see something that gives me at least what? 5 handles to trade. This is not offering me 5 handles, so I can't touch this. Yep. NQ is expanding a lot further than I'm expected, actually. But we just hit that breaker block. So on paper, on 15 minutes chart, this is a short entry. Can I take something like this? No, I can't. Like 100 handle stop loss. I can't take that. An account would blow on me. Literally, if I take a short with 100 handles. Like, it's just silly. What, I'm watching closely now. Then you should be too. We're still in that SMT range. Still booking higher highs on NQ. And we're failing to do that on ES. SMT is still happening. That signal is still being sent to us by the market. Yeah? If we invert this. Yeah? I'm gonna be interested in that. I think we're be patient. Just gotta wait it out. Don't rush it. You see how a 1 minute fair value gap supported the push to the upside? 1018. Finds support, push to the upside. What does it mean when we go below it? It literally means an inversion, because that fair value gap that was supporting the price to the upside got inverted and now is offering what? Resistance. Supply demand, huh? No, it's not. No, it's not. But you have to think about as well, let's say 15 minutes chart. This is going deeper into, right? Who is happy right now? Give it some thought. Who is happy right now? Put it in the chat. People who are long are happy. There. This is the nasty part about the trade. We want them to get hurt, meaning we want the price, want to see the price going lower now. 18.846. Wait. 18.846. What is that? Session sweep and then maybe lower. Why would you ever want the price to go so high? What do we do there? What is there? We're trading at a breaker block. 1 hour, I think, right? Yes, 1 hour breaker block with a high, low, higher high, lower low, breaker block. These all down close candles is a breaker block. I think I used 4 hour breaker block initially. We don't want the price going any higher than 18.838.75. Right here. 18.838.75. There's no interest in going any lower than that. Higher than that. New York PM high. New York PM high. Why New York PM high is important? This one. This one. Oh yeah. Why is New York PM high important? What is important is daily highs, daily lows. London highs, London lows. New York highs, New York lows. AM highs, AM lows. PM, we never talked that PM highs or PM lows are important. We never ever talked about it. NQ, YouTube 2022. Try to find it. I'm not touching it though. I know what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that inversion to happen, to really show me that the market is breaking the structure, right? But on paper, there's a YouTube 2022 entry. I'm not touching it though. Still not pressing a button. This will be a good confirmation for me to know that we can go lower, right? This will be a very, very good indication for me, possibly short. But I'm not going with this yet. I can't allow myself to do that. Too dangerous. Okay? Just like this analogy I give it quite often as well. Just like when you see that falling knife, right? You don't want to buy into a market that is just falling. Turn around this chart. This is a flying knife, right? You don't want to short a flying knife. So you're waiting, still waiting. New York PM high. Let's find it. New York PM high. What is, I don't know. What do you mean by that? New York PM high. New York PM high is here. It's not 18,846. 846. That is not New York PM high. PM session starts at 2. I'm sorry, Ignas, but I don't know what you mean. I don't know. I'm just waiting for the market to show its hand. So far, every bullish PDRA is holding in the price to go higher. Not holding in. It's allowing the price to go higher. Watch now this 15 minutes fair value gap. I want it to remain in place. I don't want us to start pushing above it. Kind of literally, if we close above this, I'm gonna stop this stream and I'm gonna take off to have some relaxing time, because I'm not gonna be interested in buying into this. My bias is bearish. Even if this gives me a bullish entry, I'm not gonna touch it. Question though, did you trade today? Did you open any orders, guys, today? I might have missed something, but for me, there's no high probability setups just yet. You can consider this as a breaker block though, so we have a low, right? We have a high, we have a lower low, we have a higher high. All these up close candles is a breaker block. This was an entry if you trade breaker blocks. I didn't touch it. Why? Because I'm looking for lower prices. Read this, something you can put to your notes. You have to come into the market knowing what you want. You can't come into the market expecting to react to it. If you're coming into this being reactive, it's not gonna end well. Because you see how many shifts of structure, shifts in price and the red and green candles we have. We can't be reactive to that. We have to come into the market knowing what we want to see. I usually don't know what I want to eat for lunch, but which makes it weird, but I know what I want to see in the market, right? Weird analogy, but true. Do we finally top? We have only 2 minutes now to kind of retrace back into the range. I'm still looking for a valid short. Like, only the buyers are happy now. Everybody who went long is happy. This is boring. This is incredibly boring. You could have gone long here though. And this for value gap, this inversion. But not for me. I want to see lower prices. But it's becoming dangerous. We have 1 minute to retrace, kinda. Before I say I'm not gonna be interested in this. Yep. And that's how easy I make it for myself. I can literally be in front of the market and say, okay, I'm not interested in this. Why? Because it didn't give me what I wanted. Why bother? What about 1 hour fair value? Yeah, you don't want it to be closed. The more of this is open, the more bearish it is. This is the fair value gap. Like you want 50% of it to hold in for a short. You want a short down here usually. Everything in the upper quadrant is indicating that the market is not that weak. You know? Yes, it might hold, it might prevail. We have an order block here as well. Right? We have a breaker block. That's the most important thing. But what we have now is 15 minutes structure broken. Puts us into a very dangerous territory. Five minutes. 3, 2, 3 minutes. I'm gonna note that. Let's do this. 3 minutes for value gaps. I'm noting them. On both markets. Yeah. Two, one, back into it. Oh, a little bit more waiting, but I'm kind of becoming not interested in what I see at all. Bill sell side is resting below. Yes, there was a possibility to go long, twice actually, but not for me. And I don't mind not taking a trade. I don't care. You especially guys know what kind of week I'm having already, so I don't mind not taking a trade at all. Hello, Thomas. Welcome back. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. What we're gonna have to wait for, that I don't really have time for today, is 10 to 11 macro, our best friend, our second best friend. Our first best friend is power of 3. Our second best friend is what? 10 to 11 macro. Every time when we see manipulation like this, distribution you can call it, either. Every time you see a trending market or consolidating market, you want the opening to happen in this time when the macro does its work, when it starts shooting. What I like now is that we have a possible SMT into an inversion again, and Q creating higher highs. Yes, failing to do that. But I don't like the fact of how high into the upside we're drawing into. Yeah. This is a good SMT for a, what, 3-minute entry afterwards, possibly? I can work with that. No, Thomas, no trades actually. Doesn't happen that often. But I think I talked with you yesterday that today I'm not gonna be interested in anything, any type of low probability setups. Only the best, the most sophisticated setups for me today. Why? Because the market delivered what we wanted. The market delivered higher prices that we expected. The market yesterday delivered a YouTube 2022 entry on 1 hour chart. It took out sell side from the weekly range itself, right? There's nothing that interests us anymore. Market offered us to go long and to go short. Don't be fucking greedy. That's what the market is saying to you. Don't be greedy. You got your possibility. You got your opportunity. I'm up like 6% this week. I don't need a single penny more next to it. But I'm not touching it. That's why I'm waiting it out. Yeah? Three minutes. I think that, guys, is gonna be it. Yesterday I finished early as well because I'm actually having a little bit of a sore throat. So it's, for a long time like this, it's a bit hard to speak so much. But maybe we're gonna get this entry, maybe we won't. I'm interested in ES a lot more than I am interested in NQ. Why? Because the ES is showing willingness to be weaker out of those two. Yeah? So I'm interested in ES a little bit more than in Q. 3 minutes chart, 3-minute candle closing in 2 minutes. I have to wait. So I'm gonna wait for this. If we get this entry, we do. Yes, inverted 1 minute. This one, yeah, I did. Yeah. This, I need this to 3 minute to get inverted. I just need that. So I'm gonna wait for that. And I suggest you to do exactly the same. And Q is offering what? Ritis. YouTube 2022. Buy side taken. Swing low taken. Fair value gap opening up. See if that remains open. If it does. But I'm waiting for this 3-minute inversion to pan out. If I get this, I go short. If I don't touch this. Okay. And with that in mind, I very much, guys, hope that you had a wonderful week with me this week. We've spent a lot of time together this week. I very much hope you had fun. You found this insightful. You're able to learn from this. And just one more time, 3-minute chart. Yep. And I'm not going to be interested in this if this 3-minute chart doesn't offer us lower prices. And with that in mind, do 2 things today. Wait for the macro to happen. Macro should give the opening today, right here in this box. Just draw this out. Draw this box out. Right? I much rather would prefer taking a trade during a macro than a random time like this. Yet, if we do this before the macro starts, we're taking this towards where? Sell side. So watch that. Have fun today. A very awesome, good, beautiful, wonderful weekend. And I'm gonna see you all on what? On Monday. Not on Monday. I'm gonna see you all this weekend when I do the weekly outlook. The weekly outlook is gonna post on the regular time, like we do it week in, week out. So I hope you're gonna be excited for that. And with that in mind, I'm gonna say farewell. Have a beautiful weekend and bye.